Budget bikepacking with German couples, Diana and Patrick. These days I'm cycling with Diana and Patrick from Germany. They are also budget bikepacking travelers just like me. So in this episode I'm going to share the amazing ride I had across Karnataka cycling with German couple I met in Goa. They have already covered more than 25,000 kilometers cycling all the way from Germany to India over in last 2.5 years. We started our ride from Panjim, Goa after saying goodbye to our kind host Satyam. आफ्टर अ टाइम यस इंडिया इनका 14th कंट्री है. नाराज हैं सिर्फ इसलिए क्योंकि इंडिया की गवर्नमेंट ने इनको वीजा दिया है तो सिर्फ 30 दिन का, और इतना बड़ा देश घूमने के लिए 30 दिन कुछ भी नहीं है. नॉन स्टॉप वी साइकिल टुगेदर अंटिल आफ्टरनून. देन वी स्टॉप्ड टू बाय सम वेजिटेबल्स एंड कर्ड फ्रॉम अ लोकल शॉप. अनियन एज वेल, मे बी 1 or 2. One is enough, I think. Later from there we reached at a beach. मुश्किल से 500 मीटर चल के हम पहुंच गए हैं यहाँ. ये है वेल्साव बीच. And there Diana and Patrick made their special meal. It was soaked poha mixed with curd and sugar. It was such a simple, healthy and tasty meal.
If you buy lassi, you get nothing for lots of money.
Yeah.
If you buy curd, it's cheap.
Okay.
You put just some water, so it's not like lassi, but it's getting a bit thinner and fresher.
So what do you call it?
Just fruit yogurt. Nothing
Fruit
special.
yogurt. So sugar and banana mashed together.
Like
and then we have added we are adding this curd into this.
Like sugar is not necessary.
Yeah.
So some people like just the fruit. It's fine, but I love sugar, and the sugar increases the taste a lot.
I was enjoying their way of traveling and learning a lot. Of course.
That's it.
Okay.
Very simple
dish.
Like you could even freeze it if you wanted to. Then you have yogurt ice cream as well. But I forgot my freezer at home.
Freezer at home. Diana और Patrick गए हैं नहाने के लिए. I will take a nap till the time they come back. Maybe 10 minutes nap. 3 hours rest. I worked on my video till the time battery got discharged. I also made them try sattu, which I had bought from Pune. I'll share the next one with you. Okay. Because it's little smelly. I thought this round will take the smell away, and next will be better. So I'll give you both that one.
I want to try it.
I'm making another one so that you can both have enough. It's good. They were so curious about everything in India, from food to people to small details around them. तो हम लोग यहाँ पे ना एक भैंस के ऊपर जो सफेद बगुले बैठे होते हैं ना, उसको रिकॉर्ड करने के लिए ड्रोन भेज रहे हैं. Maybe we can ask here, this chapel. What do we say? When it got dark, we started looking for a place to stay.
Ask here?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first church, they didn't allow us to stay. Instead, they guided us to another church in the nearby city.
काबलोसी है ना, काबलोसी उधर कोई इधर का आदमी रहेगा, उधर रुक सकते हैं.
And thankfully, we got the permission to sleep there. Father ने कहा कि yeah, you can put your tents under this shed or wherever you want. So we are free to choose that. This is good place, no?
Yeah, very good.
Just आज यहीं पे सो जाएंगे. Diana, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Cheers.
Cheers.
So thank you too.
Thank you to the church. Thank you for God.
Next morning, we packed up. We were about to leave when a kind man invited us for the breakfast at a nearby shop. This breakfast is from Frankie Robello. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome, sir. Most welcome, sir. You can call me anytime, madam.
Thank you so much.
Anytime.
So nice.
Yeah.
They were really surprised to see how cheap it is to send a postcard from India to other countries. How much did you pay for the postcard sending it to Germany?
Only 20 rupees.
That's it.
Very cheap.
And how much was
I'm
there
surprised.
in other countries?
We pay, I think, more than 10 times more.
Turkey was more than $1.
Pakistan, more than $1.
At that time, we had no idea what kind of a day we were going to have. When we were riding, Diana told me a story. It was a story about how they unknowingly slept in a cremation ground at night during their journey.
We have a beach, empty beach. It was a quiet place.
That cremation ground.
Yeah.
You camped there.
Yeah.
Didn't you find any ghost? Were you aware of this is a cremation ground?
Not aware.
You were not.
No.
That's why you.
Why should I? There are ghosts or something.
Soon after a ride, we reached to Betul Fort. After doing some shopping and crossing the Betul village, we arrived at the meeting point of Sal River and the sea.
Pepper and chili pepper. Okay. Just a bottle. It's from Greek.
Greek.
Yeah.
Greece.
Greece.
While they were taking a bath in the river, I used that time to work on my next video. That's not deep, right?
But it's salt water.
This is what we are going to have in lunch today,
Very
right?
light summer lunch.
After resting for about 3 hours there, we were ready to ride again. Now we are entering to the Western Ghat, also known as the Sahyadri mountain ranges. Cycling there was not easy. आज तक की राइड का सबसे स्टीप जगह पे हम लोग अभी चढ़ रहे हैं. So difficult. We stopped at a small restaurant and had a thali meal and paid 100 rupee for that. After eating, the restaurant owner suggested that we should go and check at the nearby beach. बीच पे कैंपिंग करेंगे. मैं भी देखता हूँ कैसे होती है बीच में. ये वे टू अगोंडा बीच. ये जगह हमने सेलेक्ट की है कैंप लगाने के लिए. And that night I had a completely new experience. I took a bath in the sea before sleeping and then pitched my tent right on the beach. मेरी साइकिल खड़ी है, टेंट लगा है, उनकी साइकिल खड़ी है, उनका टेंट लगा है. The next morning was so peaceful and calm. Wow, that looks nice.
I just found on the beach
A shirt.
a shirt like this.
Okay.
I just cut it. I sewed it here.
Is elastic?
inside. So now I have new.
It looks like under your t-shirt you are wearing a shirt. That's nice. Very innovative.
Thank you.
After packing up our tents and gear, we left that beach around 10:30 a.m. Thanks to Diana and Patrick, I got an experience of beach camping for the first time in my life. गाड़ी आप देख रहे हो ना, ये अलग अलग कंट्री से आई हुई हैं. वो है जर्मन गाड़ी का BDM 774. यहाँ पे लिखा है WTW 769. बस सिर्फ नंबर ही है और कुछ भी नहीं. Let me tell you, Agonda Beach is quite famous among the international tourists. It is even listed on an app which is called Lander, and this is how Patrick and Diana found this place. On day 3 of our ride together, officially we entered to Karnataka. Welcome to Karnataka. We are in Karnataka officially. Yeah. The first city in Karnataka where we stopped, we had our first meal. The name of that city is Karwar. So that they can find something economical and good. It has to be cheap and the best at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
That's how it works. After 2.5 years, we have to look for the price, of course.
Absolutely. That's really important.
We have no other option.
But no, just that we left Goa and now prices are going down.
Later in the evening around 5 p.m. we grabbed some samosa from the roadside stall. I'm saying to my audience, you both the Germans are being crazy for the samosas.
Yes. Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Looks very good, very good.
Now it was the time to look for a place to sleep. I suggested Diana to sleep at the petrol pump and told her the benefits of staying there. Petrol pump is a place where you get a separate toilet for women, kind of bathroom also. People around, that's the good thing. No safety issues, power connection as well. So I preferred to stay on the petrol pump. So it might be a new experience for you and a new learning as well.
Be good, Patrick.
Sure, we'll see. But maybe it was a new option for them, so they were not comfortable with that. तो रात हो गई है ना, तो टेंट लगा के रुकना है रात में. लगा सकते हैं उधर, कोई दिक्कत तो नहीं होगा ना? हाँ. अच्छा एक जी तो उधर लगा ले, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. I also took the permission from a panchayat room where they permitted us to sleep, but Diana again did not feel like sleeping there. So we left that place too and went to Veer Ganesha temple where the kind people gave us a room to rest. Next morning, the moment we started, we ran into few problems. Making coffee, nice.
You want a cup?
Yeah, I'll take a cup. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Patrick's cycle got punctured and Diana forgot her sunglasses behind there at the shop where we had our meal. लेकिन देखो कैसे काम कर रहे हैं दोनों. But I was really happy to see, despite of all the fights between them, they work together like a team. Having a partner who share your interest really make the journey smoother. On the way, we bought some grapes. अंगूर खाए जा रहे हैं, वो भी धो करके पॉलिथीन के अंदर. Only your body is visible, not the face. Need to get down.
Not me.
Yeah, we can see you now. And she's filling that water bottle.
For the rest of the day, you're cycling in the front. Oh, you like it.
पहले उसके ऊपर पानी गिराया, फिर बुरा लगा तो खुद के ऊपर पानी गिरा लिया इसने।
For the rest of the day, you
See?
run.
मतलब शरारत।
Video. You saw our Christmas video.
No.
We do it like with the bottles and make it let each other.
Because last Christmas video we had a snowball fight,
Okay.
but this year
There was no snow, yeah.
We can do it.
So with the water, you guys were throwing on it.
Yes.
Yeah, we put two cameras and a hammock and
You have to see it.
And later we had a meal of puri and sabji at a roadside dhaba. What's the name?
Fried empty dough.
You have to help me.
He has given a name, fried empty dough.
There's nothing inside.
No, nothing at all.
So we call it puri and that's sabji. We also packed some extra samosa just in case, you know. But now it had become a routine. Every afternoon they want to go to the beach so that they can take a dip into the water. I'm liking this place, huh?
Ah, yes.
Small houses, road, and I can see the sea. We followed the same routine on that day also. That's when I learned another cool hack to stay cool in the heat. तो 1 रुपया 2 रुपया यही प्राइस चलता है। 2 वाला का डबल साइज में होता है, 1 रुपये वाला छोटा होता है। बस पेप्सी कोला, पेप्सी आइसक्रीम, यही बोलो इसको। Something really simple and affordable. To reach Gokarna, we had to cross a river using a ferry. The ticket cost was only 10 rupee per person, and crossing that river using the ferry was actual fun. Good system. In Gokarna, we tried to find a cheap hostel for the campsite, but had no luck. Instead, we got a sweet surprise.
To celebrate my husband's birthday is tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
That's why
we are coming
that's
here.
So one amazing thing happened. So this is Sunset Cafe, Gokarna Beach. तो उनका कहना है कि वो रहने की जगह तो नहीं दे पाएंगे क्योंकि पूरे हफ्ते के लिए फुल है, लेकिन क्योंकि पैट्रिक का बर्थडे है तो
Food on Sunset Cafe.
that's so amazing, man.
Thank you so much.
Good, Jaya.
Nice to meet you. Dear.
Yeah. It was an invitation to celebrate Patrick's birthday at the Sunset Cafe.
I have
That night, Jesh Bhai from Sunset Cafe provided us the dinner.
So much. We are very happy. It's very good here. Sunset Cafe.
Very good. Very good.
Looks very good.
This is curd rice जो मैंने order किया था, and this is chicken curry.
It's sweet chicken.
Sweet chicken, yeah. And that's a platter with fish. So we are so happy, and very much thanks to Jesh.
So good. Sunset
Jesh is a
Cafe
jam
is
person.
best.
So we also met a friendly team from Trippers Hostel in Gokarna.
Please give your time for half an hour or just 45 minutes and come to a tripper, and why don't you just tell your experience, share your experience.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll be in the property. It was nice meeting you guys.
Nice.
It was really nice meeting you guys.
Jayesh then guided us to Ram Tirath temple and told us that we could go and sleep there safely that night. We slept that night at the temple. Next morning we woke up, we took bath there and wished Patrick a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Patrick. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Nice to be with you today. we had a party. We did a party guys.
Party guys?
Yes.
Oh no. Which party guys?
And they invited us. The one
After riding a few kilometers, we returned to Gokarna beach and went back to Sunset Cafe to properly celebrate Patrick's birthday. There we spent the whole day. We had breakfast, we had lunch and dinner. Did nothing, just relaxing and enjoying and doing chit chat. It was a calm and happy day, just the way a birthday should be.
It's your happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm happy to be with you today.
Yeah.
40th birthday. Now
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Now I'm officially an old man.
40.
Yes.
Wow. Congrats, brother. Many happy returns of the
That I
day.
have survived 40 years of that madness on earth.
Yeah. Last night they saw me eating curd rice and surprisingly they loved it too.
Very
आज
good.
वो curd rice खा रहे हैं.
I love it.
And Diana is liking it because it's simple, no?
Simple dish, but very good.
Very good.
Delicious.
So you are having curd rice for the first time.
Yes.
You never had it.
No, never before.
There's nothing like that. Yeah.
I
Perfect.
think it's of this area local dish.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
I
South
really
India-
enjoy it.
Wonderful. It has a name.
Yes. They have all names. Even Ahmed. Very
Wow.
nice. Very nice.
Wonderful. Thank you, Satish bhai. Thank you. So nice, yeah. So Diana is sending parcel back.
Yes.
And after that, her bicycle will be very light and she'll fly like a bird. Now, Diana wanted to celebrate this day in a special manner, so I accompanied her to the local market where she did some shopping.
It's not
Stuffed
that
bun
spicy.
hai?
It's
Really?
not spicy.
Not spicy?
Not for me.
Maybe spicy for me.
No. It's not spicy.
डियाना ने आज इतना कुछ खिला दिया बना करके.
Very good.
इतना टेस्टी है कि चाट गया बर्तन पैट्रिक.
Yeah.
And later that evening, after saying goodbye to Sunset Cafe, we headed to Trippers Hostel. There, they kindly provided us a place to stay in the staff room itself.
This one? Okay. This bed? Yes.
Yeah.
And this way.
Okay.
Perfect. 3, yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Washroom is there?
Washroom is inside only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine, fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
She's happy now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Great.
Just
We had a peaceful night there. It felt really warm and homely. That night, we even cooked our own dinner together. Thank you so much, Diana. Nicely
You're
made.
welcome.
It's so tasty.
Here.
Kheer. She knows, huh? She knows kheer.
Rice, sugar, dried fruit, milk inside.
Pakistan.
Dry fruits are from Pakistan,
Here is the berry,
Mulberry.
blueberry.
No.
Blueberry.
No.
Blueberry.
The berries.
Mulberry.
Mulberries.
Mulberry.
Mulberries. Yeah, I know that.
You have it here?
Yes. India, Pakistan used to be one at a time. So everything is there was from here.
You having a company with you or yeah.
Let's see if you can look here. Can't. I said because yeah, that's what I said. Let's see if you guys can look. Yeah, see, Indians can. We can do that and see.
I know.
See. We stayed there 2 nights. On day 4, we bid a farewell to everyone at the hostel and started riding towards another ferry point. Our next stop was Akshmasini. It was just a short ride from there. Using the internet, Diana found a hidden gem which is known as Apsara Konda Beach. This place is very popular because many of South India's movies shooting happened here, and nowadays this place is very busy for the wedding photo shoots. We spent some lovely time sitting there, soaking in the views. Later, while looking for a place to stay, we met a gentleman named Bosco, who is a professional photographer. He spoke to a young man named Rajesh, and together they helped us to get the permission to camp on the beach. के रख दिए, चाय बननी होगी है शुरू, लगी हुई है डियाना मेकिंग टी. डियाना ने बना दी बढ़िया सी चाय, थोड़ा सा रोज वाटर ऐड करके मजा आने वाला है. खुशबू भी आएगी और चाय पीने का मजा भी आएगा. Cheers, Diana.
Cheers.
We pitched our tent on the sand and slept there under the stars. Next morning, Mohan Bhai and Rajesh invited us to their home for a breakfast. It was heartwarming to share a meal with them. Such a wonderful hospitality. Nice. पहले हम खा रहे हैं ये बनाना बन के साथ भाजी कुरमा. And that was not all. Mohan Bhai also took us to see a very famous waterfall there in Apsara Konda Beach. It was magical. Around 12:30 p.m. we thanked them for everything and left that place. On the way, we stopped for some shopping again. Our next destination was Murdeshwar Temple in Karnataka. We parked our bicycles nearby under the Petrik's watch. Diana and I went inside to explore and have our lunch inside the temple kitchen. The vibes of that place were truly divine and peaceful, a soulful experience. But after eating, I started feeling unwell. So I rested under a tree for about half an hour and slowly started feeling better. Then we continued our ride. As evening fell, it was again the time for the usual struggle finding a place to sleep. On the map, we found a spot which is known as Someshwar Beach, and we decided to go there and sleep that night. But just when we were getting close, a man stopped us and told us we could not pitch tents on the beach.
Where are we going? It's
Beach?
Beach, Someshwar beach.
Someshwar
After
beach.
than 3 kilometers. 3 planet only for standing and looking out.
We have tent, everything we have.
Tent.
Looking, not you, not it.
No, tent in the beach, tent.
Tent, not tent.
No
Not
tent.
tent only for which.
Looking for a place to spend the night.
At first it was confusing and disappointing.
Baindur village, two is the lodge, room is standing.
But we are
Bindur.
traveling since 2.5 years. We cannot spend the hotel.
But luckily then he offered us a solution. He said that we could camp on his property nearby instead.
मेरा घर है
हाँ.
तो मैं सिंह अकेला जिसमें कोई रहता नहीं
हाँ.
तो वहाँ अगर जमन है तो
हाँ.
वहाँ मेरे घर में आके थोड़ा बाहर जाके
हाँ.
वहाँ रुक के तुम सुबह जा सकते
By the time we reached at the beach, it was already dark. But we were lucky again, thanks to the help from some local villagers. Because of them, we were able to speak to the temple's priest, and he granted us permission to spend the night there. We had those samosas which we bought earlier this afternoon along the way. We had it with some salad and puffed rice, a perfect light dinner. Next morning, we left Someshwar beach behind and hit the road again. Bye. We picked up a dozen of samosas and paid 60 rupees for that. Can't beat the value. It was so cheap. On the way, we stopped for a simple meal again for 60 rupees and later treated us to a cola flavored ice cream, paying 5 rupees. And this was the sweet way to beat the heat. Without even planning it, we ended up at this gorgeous beach with white sand, blue water and greenery around. They ran straight into the sea for a dip and I took a chance to take a nap under the shed for 2 hours. Around 4 p.m. we left that peaceful spot and continued cycling along the beach road, crossing several rivers. By evening, we finally reached the famous Sri Krishna Matha temple in Udupi. It was festival time, a celebration that happens only once a year, and we were lucky to witness it. How do you find this place, huh?
We make it on time for the celebration, for the ceremony.
Of course. And it's not so crowded, so you can relax, look at things.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Yes.
Nice to see that. Nice to see the different culture of India. And
That night, we stayed at the Yatri Niwas, paying 250 rupees for a room. We also had our dinner at the temple's kitchen. A truly soul-touching experience. The energy, the culture, it was all so beautiful. Next morning, we left Udupi behind. Our goal was to reach one of my friend Sri Prasad village, where he arranged a stay for us. More than that, I was looking to meet him in person. But getting to his village was not easy. The road was full of climbs. The heat, it made it almost impossible. We were completely exhausted. That made us feel hungry, so we found a small stall. There we recharged ourselves with a lemon tea and goli bhaji, and that hit the spot.
no, why? This is just a snake.
She said snake?
Snake.
She said snake.
Yeah, it's just a snake. She's eating snake.
Snakes?
You said snake. You know, Gujarati people call it snake. What do you call it?
Balls. I stopped shaking my head like Indians.
So you did again. Later that evening, Shri Prasad came to receive us. After parking our bicycles at his home, we went to the nearby temple and we even took a part in the evening aarti. Following the prayer, we were served with a delicious meal right at the temple.
Eat so fast. He's also finished.
Thank you. It was great hospitality and a very nice experience in the temple.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
After the dinner, we headed to a place where Shri Prasad had arranged for our night stay. It was simple, peaceful and just what we needed. आपका नाम? ये जो अंग्रेजन बैठी है ना सामने, एकदम घरेलू टाइप की है, पता है? Diana, I'm praising you in Hindi. I'm saying this foreigner looking girl is actually very homely girl. She is always doing household things, cooking, cleaning, washing, everything she does. सुबह सुबह उठ के भाई राइस बना दिए और साथ में देखो मेरे लिए चाय बना करके वे ले आई. मतलब इसके होते हुए कुछ नहीं करना पड़ता.
No, it's not that much. Come on.
See what you are doing. The next morning he invited us to his home for a proper meal. It was such a wholesome experience of getting a feel of real village life. Both Diana and Patrick were super excited and curious, soaking in the every little moment. That night we even attended a local program, another wonderful cultural moment for my German friends. I'm sure they were getting the rich exposure to India's traditions and warmth. Next morning, we woke up early, thanked our host, and said goodbyes. The sun was already blazing, and after a short but steep climb, we entered in Kerala. And in the next video, I will take you through my cycling experience in Kerala, the land of backwaters, greenery, and hidden surprises. If you have enjoyed this part of my journey and learned something new about bikepacking across India, so do let me know into the comment section. And if you love cycling adventure around the world, don't forget to subscribe my channel World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget, and also hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my videos first. If you have not seen my 1000 plus kilometer ride across Maharashtra, I'm giving you the link after this video here on this side. Please go and watch. And those who have supported me on my journey, their names are given here. Please read them and say them thank you on my behalf. That's all for now. We will meet in Kerala in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, take care of yourself. Bye bye.